My main body of work is about race, criminality, and policing. When I got to grad school, I realized that no one had actually written a historical monograph about policing and criminality, and also, obviously, race and masculinity. So I decided to write that book. It's already been published. It's called Uncontrollable Blackness. That book has led me to thinking about what happens to those men once they go to prison. How are their lives affected by imprisonment? What are their unique experiences in prison? How are their communities affected by their imprisonment? And how can we look at the early 20th century and the growth of the carceral state as a precursor to what we see in the late 20th century with the war on drugs and mass incarceration? So the only way to really make a response to racial inequality or issues with policing or issues with incarceration is to truthfully understand that this is a historical problem that's stretched across the decades, and that eventually some sort of major interruption needs to happen. When I was growing up, I read a lot of Harlem Renaissance writers like James Baldwin and Richard Wright and Langston Hughes, and I just wanted to be a writer. But then obviously I came to realize at some point that I wanted to be a historian. Beyond that, I had a lot of family members, my father, my mother, a number of uncles and aunts who inspired me to think about politics and race and different types of intellectualism. And there's also my brother, who is one of the most brilliant people that I know, and he's always inspired me in a lot of ways. I arrived at IAS on September 1st. So there's a certain type of just serenity, kind of academic nirvana that you get here that I was really looking forward to. And the really, really great camaraderie that you get almost every day over lunch, really good food, but also getting to talk with all of these other scholars who are doing really interesting work and who can contribute to your own thought processes about the work that you're going through. When you're here and you have the benefit of this type of exploratory scholarly period, you can never go back. I think I would like to bring kind of like the spirit of my IAS schedule with me. Curiosity is important because it's the driver of discovery. It pulls you forward, and it makes it so that, if you can understand your own curiosity about a subject, then that'll help you shape the way you produce your work in a way that will make other people curious about the subject too.